For a Monday night coming up this evening, we're going to talk some basketball. First with the college coach. He's from Kaskaskia. Brian Hancock, of course, with the Blue Devils. And then later on, we shift over to girls high school action. And Salem Lady Wildcats coach Megan Kessler. Plus, as always, on a Monday, we have the Easy on Travel, Little Augie's Pizza, Clinton County Prep Athlete of the Week. But right now, we say hello to scores and stuff. And it is brought to you by Mideastern Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Carlisle, the hometown source for residential and commercial work. Give them a call. And off we go to the Nashville suburbs on the Johnson Jewelers guest line for Jeremy Bultman. Jeremy, welcome back. It's been a long, long while, man. This agent you have is, you can't get through to him.
No, thanks for having me. It's busy. It's been always busy. I got 3 boys running all over the place, so it keeps me going.
Exactly. Well, it's good to have you again, and well, why don't we start with a little high school basketball, and then we'll tear into the college scene and whatever we can dive into here in this 18, 19 minutes or so. First, I want to ask about the Hornets. Right before we went on, I did mention. First of all, here's my number one excuse was I was really tired, very little sleep. That happens a lot. That's a long story. But then I had some really, really good pizza from the Hoffman Supermarket and 1 or 2 refreshing cold beers, and then of course I fell asleep. That
happens. A couple beers will do that.
Until about 6 or 6:30 Saturday night. So needless to say, I didn't make it to the Assembly Hall, but it was a good night for your Hornets. Not a good night for our Indians, but your team's playing some good basketball.
Yeah, they're coming around. I think we won 8 or 9 in a row, and we're 18-5. So it was, Coach Lowry, it's first year back, or first year coaching boys, I guess. So he learned a little bit here, I guess, or got to know the kids, and I think we had some early losses early in the year at Muscuda, but they're really playing great defense right now. Like I said, Carlisle game there, and I think they held them to 29 points, and Anna Jones were the night before, and we held them to 30 or 35, and they were averaging close to 60. So they're playing great defense.
I'm surprised the Wildcats were averaging that many points. I had no idea.
Yeah, they were 15-7. AJ was.
I saw the record, yeah.
Yeah, and I think they lost to Harrisburg in overtime, and they might have beat Benton or vice versa.
Ooh.
So, I mean, they got some big wins. They're in our conference, but our defense shut them down both times we played them now. So we just match up real good with us, or they don't match up with us, I guess, either way. But, yeah, we're long. Our guards are 6'4", 6'5", and that helped. But it was hard on Carlisle Saturday night with our tall guards guarding them, their guards. I mean, it's just a big mismatch for their teams when we guard them.
Well, you played Carlisle twice, and you did knock them off. But the first time was in that third-place game over at Mater Dei, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a closer game there. That was, I think it was in the 40s. Yeah, it was a good game there.
It was spread out a little bit late in the kind.
Oh, yeah.
But, yes, Coach Wayne Horry, as no one had any. It's not surprising. He adapted to the boys' game rather quickly, as we all knew he would. What a player he was, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Besides those coaching days with the Hornets, he was incredibly successful there.
Oh, yeah, he was a great player at Carbondale, Case. Well, I think he was on the KC team.
They
won, got to the Final Four or something. And
I'm not sure
played at Carbondale a little bit.
He was a heck of a player for the Blue Devils, yeah.
Oh, yeah. He knows basketball. He knows defense, that's for sure. That's number one thing. And then once we got that figured out, now he's working on the offense and all coming around. So it's getting there.
Your son Bryce, of course, doing rather well again. He's just a junior. He's got some good mates, though, and that's what it takes.
Oh, yeah. He's been point guard his whole life, and he just happens to keep growing here. He's 6'5" now, so that helps when you play point guard early and grow late. You get that tall kid to handle the ball, and he passes well, scores well. He's doing real well. Yeah, he's like a junior. He's not even 17 yet, so he's got another year left yet, but I'd like to win this year too. So he's doing well.
Oh, sure, yeah. And I really noticed his height the other night over at Kaskaskia when he went out there for that 3-point shoot, didn't he?
Yeah, I did. He didn't. I was giving him a little grief on that one. I was shot from half court, and it was terrible. It didn't even hit the rim first one. I think he was more embarrassed than anything. But I mean, I said, you probably work on that every day at practice. He goes, oh yeah, we all do that. All the kids always want to shoot at half court when practice is over. So I said, you need a new shot at that. That didn't come out too well there tonight, KC.
But anyway, that was the first time in quite a while I've stood next to him for any period of time, and I really recognized that height quite easily. He's a tall kid, and he's got a lot of good ability. But you've got a good club, and before you should win the Southern Illinois River to River, right? It's not.
Yeah, well, Pinckneyville. We lost to Pinckneyville early. We were beating them 3.5 quarters, and they had beaten us. Yeah, we got to go there in 2 weeks. I mean, it's us, but we got to beat them over there, and we'll tie for the conference. But I think, they're really, really, really good this year. So it's their year. I mean, they got a lot of seniors. We got a lot of juniors and sophomores playing this year, but they got a lot of seniors, and they're deep, 10, 12 kids deep. So we'll take our chances. Let's see what happens. But yeah, they're in first place right now in the conference.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. I don't know why, but the Panthers and the Rangers, they shared first down there at the Benton Invitational. So postseason just around the corner. It's going to really get good. So that's great.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, it's going to be good.
Won't have to worry about the postseason for the Fighting Illini though. And are they fighting? I'm not sure, but they're much worse than I thought they would be.
I agree. I thought they'd be at least 500 in the conference, and even on the year, maybe get 20 wins. But man, they struggle. I went to the Missouri-Illinois game. They looked great that night. Really good.
And that's really the only good team if you want to. And now Missouri, I mean, they're fading too. And I know they don't have Porter Jr. That's a big deal. But still, up to this time, Indiana's capable. But really, between those two, they haven't beat anybody else. No,
and like I said, at the Missouri game, I thought, well, here we go. Now we're going to Illinois going to get a big run, but man, it's been a struggle. You've got some players. You got a good player coming in, and I can't even say OSOU, or whatever. But
yeah,
whatever it is.
Apparently, he is the only one for sure, right? Because I read up on this the other day. Some writer had a big article wherever I saw it at, and he was not painting too bright of a picture after all, which I thought.
No, that's the only one because I know. Following AU stuff, we play against a lot of these kids that are in summer. I see a lot of them, and I know some of them other kids committed to Iowa State. They got 2 or 3 of them that want to go Illinois. Who knows, Rip, with that recruiting. I don't know how they pick their schools. I don't know how Illinois lets a lot of good players get out of state. I wish they can keep them in state. They'd be good every year.
Yep.
So
that's really difficult anymore. I mean, if you're really that good, they're just it's Duke, Kentucky, Kansas, whatever. I mean, then 1 year and then you're all for the NBA if you're the actual cream of the crop there. Yeah, the Illini 1-8 in league. My goodness, that's miserable. So none of our whole region is just pretty shaky. Mizzou now's really dropped off. SIU's making a pretty nice little turn considering they only have 9 or 10 healthy players. Bryce had visited Carbondale last Sunday for that 3 o'clock Missouri Valley game against Northern Iowa. Boy, they had 5,500 people there, and I know we talked to Coach. He was all excited. And look today, they won their next 2, so they're about the only team really doing anything in the area right now. LSU, Missouri, Illinois is down right now. Now they're surprising a few people, and that game the other day they beat Paul Lusk, Missouri State. I always have mixed feelings. So I want the Salukis to do well, but I never root against Paul Lusk either. I'm always for him to do a great job. You told me you remember old Paul Jr. from those your high school playing days, don't you?
Oh yeah, he was a junior when I was a senior. I had to guard him or Brady, one of the two. And I think they both on Bryce scored 25. We probably played them twice, but man, they were really, really good even as juniors. They were juniors even.
That was a 1-2 punch there. Big trade in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
I don't pay too much attention to it, but I see where Blake Griffin got dealt to Detroit. So,
yeah, I'd rather be in LA than Detroit. So. I don't know if he's happy about that or not.
Yeah, you'd rather lose with the Clippers than Detroit. Yeah, because they're both awful.
It's good on the West Coast.
Yeah. The Cardinals, what's happening with them? Anything? I don't know.
I don't know. They need to do something. I think they need another pitcher. They need I think they need a closer.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I listen to a lot of the national stuff on the satellite radios, and then you turn on locals. It's totally different. The national ones are not high in the Cardinals, and local guys think they're going to go to the World Series. And man,
most of the locals, and a lot of them I don't even listen to anymore. But it's incredible. It's nothing but cheerleading, and the St. Louis media. They are so. There's not a word I can use. I can use, but I won't use. But no,
they sometimes over-evaluate them too. Pham and DeJong, I guess, had good years last year. But that's only 1 year. That's what happened to Scotty and Gritchick the year before. It's them 1 year wonders. You got them. They're counting on them. They're putting a lot of pressure on them kids.
I am with you on Pham and I want to see him do well. And he was their MVP last year, and on and on. Great.
He was.
But that's the first good year he's had in his life.
I know, and it scares me. Even Ozuna. I mean, Ozuna had a good year last year, but
remarkable.
I think the year before that, he spent half the year in the minor leagues. He wasn't hitting. So, I mean, I mean, I think he'll be all right, but Arnold's got some. They got to do some work yet, I think.
I think he'll be real good too, but 37 home runs again and 124 RBIs, I doubt it. I mean, that's just the way it works.
No.
There's very few can carry that out. And but yeah, now they're counting on it could work. But Harrison Bader, what has he done? Tyler O'Neill's never been in the major leagues yet. Jose Martinez is a career minor leaguer. Yeah, he had a good year too, and that's. But suddenly they had Piscotty, they had Grich. You know, they were all going to be this. They had Diaz at short. He was an all-star. I mean, things turn in a hurry. And I'm sorry to see Grich go, if nothing else, for that fourth outfielder position. I mean, he would have gotten a lot of playing time. He's still 26 years old.
I don't think he cost much money either. It wasn't a price cut deal either, was it?
Not in baseball terms, it's nothing, but. He's 26, and he has absolutely all the tools. The only thing he hasn't done is hit for average. That doesn't mean he won't. But the strikeouts, they all strike out all the time.
No, everybody, 100 strikeouts is pretty average right now, I think, if you're going to hit 25 home runs. So, it surprises me, because then you get a new Fox deal. They should have plenty of money to spend, I would think.
They have plenty of money, but they'll still raise the beer prices.
I'd like to see Hosmer myself, but that'd be good.
But who's that?
Eric Hosmer. I'd like to see him come in and play first base and
well, can you believe all the free agents? I mean, there are 120, 130 still out there and some huge names.
Oh, yeah. I just remember Mo said that years ago. He's waiting for that low-hanging fruit, and I think that's what he's doing this year. He's going to wait for them free agents that are left over at spring training and get one cheap, on the cheap. I think a lot of GMs are doing that, though. Now, too, there's a lot of pitchers, a lot of good players out there.
J.D. Martinez, Moustakas, pitchers, Arrieta. I wish the Redbirds had Lance Lynn. I don't get that myself. Keep your own. He's put up some good numbers, and now, if I were him and they did ask me, I wouldn't come back either. I mean, he's going to end up in Chicago.
They need him back.
Yeah, why? You don't have to worry about anybody else.
No, I think in Milwaukee getting them two outfielders, I think they jumped ahead of the Cardinals a little bit. And I know they're shopping. I heard they're looking for a pitcher. They get a pitcher. I think they jumped. They might have jumped over the Cubs actually.
But that's the thing. They need a pitcher too. But none of these teams are worried about starters anymore because it's just all relievers. They're going to use they use 6 or 7 relievers a game. It's a joke.
Well, I think LA Dodgers started that thing last year with that 10-day DL. I think you're going to see a lot of teams doing that. I think then they have somebody pitch, they put them on DL. They had like a 7-man rotation. They kept putting pitchers on 10-day DL. I think that's going to be the new norm now, and have 8 guys in the bullpen.
They found
something
a flaw.
New coming again.
But what's to say those guys will even do that all again? One team has success with something crazy, and then everybody jumps on that bandwagon.
Oh yeah,
if they would just play it
it's
straight.
Always something new.
Just play it straight.
I agree.
Man. Hey, the Hall of Fame. I'm real good with all those choices actually. Chipper Jones, Jim Thome, Vlad, and Trevor Hoffman. That's a pretty good crew. You agree with or not? I
agree. I agree with all of them for sure. There's no doubt. All of them right there. Chipper Jones was always one of my favorite players.
Me too.
Showed up to work every day. Switch hitter. I mean, you could book it down 325 home runs, 100 RBIs every year. I liked him a lot.
And I like the fact he played his entire career with the Braves, 19 years.
I agree with that too. That's good. And Vladimir Guerrero, man, he had one of the most vicious swings I've ever seen. I love watching him hack at it. It was more of a hack than a swing.
Yeah, he was entertaining. And Tome's a Peoria boy, and Hoffman.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
But he was good. The NHL All-Star Games, as usual. No, I didn't. I didn't watch.
Me neither.
Okay, enough of that. It's silly. That's hockey.
It's like a glorified practice. Scrimmage is what it is.
3. It's
yeah.
That's little kid stuff on the ponds up in Canada. That's fun for that. But Blues are back at it tomorrow night. They are home. At least they won their last 2, and they gotta keep on winning, man. At conferences, it's tough.
It is. They're doing good, but the injuries they have, they're hanging in there. And they're up to a great start, but these injuries kind of hurt them a little bit, and they're up and down. They need to just get consistent and get some people back. They'll be all right yet.
Well, Schwartz is back, so hopefully all is good. Their record was much different without him in that lineup. I will say that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I think their coach, that guy's good too. He's a younger guy. I think that goes with them younger kids. So that'll be. I think they're on the right track. If not this year, next year they should be well on their way to the Stanley Cup. I hope.
Let's see. Boy, you are confident. How about that?
I would just love to see St. Louis have a Stanley Cup. I think it'd be a crazy party because there's no football. There's nothing going on in the winter. It'd be Stanley Cup run would be great for St. Louis.
I've been waiting since 1967, 68, since the expansion year.
Yeah, I wasn't born yet, so I haven't seen anything close yet.
Rub it in.
So, yeah.
Your dad and I all we know about that. So let's see the Pro Bowl. I didn't watch that either. AFC won.
No, me neither.
That's good. I don't watch the NFL anymore.
I tell you what, we were talking about that the other day.
The National Football League. If they don't like America, I don't like them. That's
when the Rams left, it kind of hurt this area, and that made it bad. Yeah. Even though they were bad, it was still we had a team to root for at least.
Well, the only thing we can hope for now in St. Louis is the XFL.
Oh boy, yeah. Let's see how that goes. I don't even know if it'll be entertaining. So I don't know.
Vince, I actually watched that whole press conference. He was pretty calm, actually, which bothered me a little bit. But I did like some. It'll be interesting. I mean, he was very vague about everything, and obviously it won't be as good as the National Football League, but it'll be an option. It's going to be played at a different time if it all comes to fruition, and. Mm-hmm. He owns it. It's all his. So every team will be under his umbrella.
Well, he's a businessman, so he's entertainment. I mean, there's nothing.
He is that.
Nothing wrong about that. Oh yeah. So that's why you never know with him. He can pull it off. He's almost goofy enough to get something through like that.
And now it's going to be 2 years. They're actually, if this is the real, and it sounds as if they're going to really go out at 100%. I mean, they have 2 years to get this right. They just threw it together the last time, 17 years ago.
Right, I agree. And I don't know if St. Louis would get a team or not. That'd be kind of neat, maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know if I'd go, but it might be interesting.
If they lost out on that, I'm not sure what kind of 8 teams. They're only going to have 8 franchises at the start. Roger Federer, I love tennis, but I didn't. There was a time, Jeremy, of course, and this was more recent for you when we'd get home about the time the Australian Open started at 3 in the morning, but not anymore. But I saw a lot of highlights. I'm a Federer fan, and that's 20 Grand Slam championships for him now, and he's almost 37. He's won 3 in the last 12 months.
That's amazing for his age. I mean, nowadays, 32 is old in sports.
Yeah, especially in tennis.
He's doing real good. That surprises me. He must be in good shape, or just a couple of years off, I guess, get healed up. It is, but he's probably going for his final run here this year and probably next year. And that age surprises me. He
did have some of that where he was banged up a little bit, and he really took some time off. But there are a few other guys, who are in their early 30s too. A lot of vets on the men's side there. Jason Day won the Farmers Insurance Open in a playoff today. Your buddy Eldrick played. He actually made the cut for the first time in 3 years. So that's nice, Eldrick. Good job. I'm not a fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he made the cut. There you go.
That's terrific. That's great. And Brittany Lincecum won the Pure Silk Bahamas Classic. That hopefully is an LPGA event, Jeremy.
Yes.
Right? The Pure Silk Bahamas. Okay.
There you go.
Well, you never know. Okay. Anything else? What's on the table? What's next for the Hornets?
Friday night we got Sparta in town here, conference game, and then Saturday we're playing at 8:30 at the Benton Shootout against Harrisburg. So that'll be a really, really, really good test for us down there at Benton. So
Rich Aaron
playing that big gym.
Rich Aaron Gym. That's a busy place.
Oh, I played there in high school back in the day for
I
Benton
do like the
tournament.
place.
It's back in the day when you had Pinckneyville and Oakville's and the McLeansboroughs, and it was crazy there. That gym would be full, and when it's full, that gym it's like a small college gym.
Carlisle with Tom Michael and Peters. There was some, but now there's tournaments.
Oh yeah, I think
tournaments
there was
everywhere.
Always 6 teams. One year, I think we had 4 of the top 5 teams in the state back. Probably 88, 89 back then. That Benton tournament was always with Carroll, McLeansboro, Benton, Carlisle. Yes. It was in Oakville. It was just a loaded tournament. It was round robin, so you had to play them all.
Heck, Carroll sent 1 or 2 to the NBA back in those days, and beyond a little bit. Sure thing. All right, Jeremy. We'll appreciate your time. Say hello to the fam, and
I will do that.
Good luck to you guys as the season goes even deeper.
Sounds good. Come out and see us, and thanks for asking, Rip.
All right, we'll see you. Jeremy Boltman on Scores of Stuff. It was brought to you by Mideastern Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Carlisle, the hometown source for residential and commercial work. Next up, Brian Hancock. Still later, Megan Kessler. In between, the Athlete of the Week. Don't touch that dial. Need insurance? Insurance you can really count on? If so, turn to Dan Imming at Imming Insurance Agency in Carlisle. Dan and his staff will provide you with the insurance coverage and service you deserve. Whether it's auto, home, life, health, or commercial, your choices aren't limited either. Imming Insurance Agency represents many outstanding companies, so get covered by the best. Call Imming Insurance Agency at 594-4536 or stop by 589 9th Street in Carlisle. Imming Insurance Agency, a proud supporter of Clinton County sports. Farmers State Bank is dedicated to the communities they serve. They've been making home loans for over 100 years. They are and will continue to be a strong, steady, common-sense leader that's always focused on what's best for you and the community. And remember, Farmers State Bank has loan professionals standing by to assist you in making the right decision for your needs. That's Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton. An equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 404955.
Seaver Brothers has what you're looking for. Take a spin with Seaver Brothers and drive home in your new or pre-owned Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Dodge truck today. Let Seaver Brothers give you the car buying experience that no other dealership can offer. Seaver Brothers stands behind their products and also has an outstanding service department with qualified technicians to keep your vehicles running strong. Stop by Seaver Brothers, 811 Washington Street in Carlisle, or call 594-2624 for your next Seaver Brothers sales associate.
Nordyke Funeral Home is thinking about your future and offers secure, pre-planned funeral arrangements, relieving the emotional burden for those you love, allowing you to express your own wishes, and assures peace of mind with financial concerns when your family needs it the most. Nordyke Funeral Home has 5 locations in Albers, Aveston, Breeze, New Baden, and now Carlisle. Visit NordykeFuneralHome.com or call 588-3533. Striving to earn your family's confidence and trust, Nordyke Funeral Home with 5 locations.
We tell you our music library contains an embarrassment of riches. Except nothing embarrasses us. Playing everything.
This is Max 96.7.
Hello, hello, hello again, everybody. Rip in the Bird Watson Health Mart studio on this Monday. Let's tackle the Johnston Jewelers guest line this time. We're Kaskaskia College Blue Devils basketball coach Brian Hancock. Brian, welcome back.
Hi, Rick. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, indeed. And the only problem is we got you on the heels of a tight loss to Albany Central Saturday. They edged your Devils by 2.
Yeah, it was a very, very close game. We started out kind of slow in the game, got down early, and then kind of battled to get it back to 8 at halftime, and then eventually got it tied with about 15 minutes to go, had 16 lead changes.
Wow.
And then went back and forth, and unfortunately we really struggled down the last 3 minutes on the free throw line, going 1 for 5 at the line. And then had kind of a crazy call in the game as well. One of their kids had got a rebound, kicked it back out with like under 30 seconds in the game, and kid took a 3-point shot, missed it, and fell down. Shot came off, and then the official blew his whistle and stuff. So
Wow.
definitely a late call, kind of hard to see with the angle I had and things.
Kind of hard to accept, too. I get that.
Yeah.
And they ended up clipping you by 80 to 78. You had offensively, I mean, Logan Corman, Justin Shaw. Actually, you had 3 in double figures, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. And, 2 of them, that's what I kind of told them yesterday as well. We had some guys that had really good individual games. Jamal Thomas had 15 points and 11 assists. Justin had 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists.
My goodness.
And then Logan had 24 points. And so we had some guys that definitely had some good games for it. It was just, kind of unfortunate. It came on the heels of, a tough loss and things.
And you won every game, of course. You want to win them all. That's the whole point. That's the whole plan. And you did beat Albany Central the first time by 5. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, and that was a really good game. We played them here back to open the conference play. Really close game back and forth. And a good, hard-fought win for us to kind of get things started. would have been a huge win for us here as well. With now, once you kind of get into that second round, we're both pretty close in the seeding and things, and so it would have, given us a huge advantage if we were able to, beat them both times and stuff during the regular season. So, a tough one. I know it was a tough one on our guys. So we had 3 different guys go to the free throw line, 2 of them on the front ends of 1-and-1s that we missed. And so, and I think either one of those, had we have been able to convert, both of those free throws, would have pushed it out to over a 2-possession game and stuff. And it would have been a pretty good chance of us being able to hang on and get that one,
Yeah,
So,
with a victory, you would have been smack dab in the middle of the pack in the Great Rivers Athletic Conference, and it would have erased some of that loss to John Logan Wednesday. I will say that's a good ball club with at least 2 really good shooters, Brian.
Well, and I think with them, and we've watched, my assistant and I had watched, numerous games of theirs, and they shot it really well that night. I mean, they're a very talented team. A team that's been in the national rankings, quite a few times this season and things. And I think you caught them if you were there. You caught them on a night where they shot the ball really well. We've seen kind of another side of it, but we knew that they were capable of that. And we've got a couple guys that I thought they did a good job of getting them the ball and things, and they played really well that night. We struggled, I thought, on the other side just to get our offense going and things, and they were just clicking on all 8 cylinders that night.
It seems like they did quite a bit of damage inside for a while, and then they started kicking it out for 3 balls. This one kid especially, I don't know his name, but yeah. But before that, and this is that plus side, you had won 3 in a row, and things were going pretty well. And of course, you're back. The schedule just keeps coming at you, Brian. It doesn't get soft. It never will get soft. And you've got two really stout games this week again.
Well, and we've got, this week we've got the number 3 team in the nation and the number 1 team in our region, Vincennes, at home on Wednesday
night.
They're 21-0 and haven't lost a game this season and things, and it's very, very talented with a lot of ways they can hurt you and stuff. And so
you've already seen them once, haven't you, Brian?
Yeah. We went over to their place right before Thanksgiving and played over there. And, we had gone over there earlier for their jamboree and things as well. And so, like normal, I mean, they've got a great history and tradition.
Sure.
A ton of resources. And so, they have a team that can compete, nationally year in and year out. And it's no different this year they have great guard play, really good size inside, and just, lots and lots of depth. So. And
then you have Swick.
And then we turn around and have Swick on Saturday afternoon at home at 3, and there's the second place team in the conference right now, and have been playing really well. Has scored 125 on Saturday against Lewis and Clark at Lewis and Clark, and so so they offensively are clicking really well, and played Vincennes pretty tough a week ago over at Vincennes, and so they're the second place team in the conference. And then next Wednesday we go to Lakeland, who's in 3rd place, and so we've got 1, 2, and 3 as our next 3 games. So it'll definitely be, without question, a formidable test for us.
You'll need everybody at bay, of course, and well, we mentioned a few right at the outset there. You've certainly had a number of players who have contributed all year. Now, I guess you'd love to get another 1 or 2 guys to join in that fray, huh?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think when we've been able to get, in a couple of those games, when we had the victories over Rend Lake and Southeastern and Lincoln Trail, we would have 5 or 6 guys that made pretty significant contributions in the game. And so, we definitely need that to happen in these next 3 ball games, and, a few more of those guys to step it up. We had met yesterday, watched some film as a team, and, just kind of went through some things for this coming week. And so I got, at this point in the season, we played everybody once. We played right around 20 games. So, in my mind at this time, their mindset should be that
exactly, yeah.
the sophomores are juniors and the freshmen are sophomores, and so
that's right.
That's the way that, after being through 20 or 50 games, depending on what year they are, that's where they should be thinking and stuff at this time. So, those will definitely be really good tests for us, and we'll just, have to take them one at a time and, try to get as prepared as we can with as many options. And, luckily we've been able to stay healthy and things, knock on wood. We haven't had any injuries this second semester during the month of January. And, it seemed like in the November and December, just kind of one after another.
Stay in that mode, yeah, stay in that mode.
Yeah.
Hey, what can you tell us, Brian? You only have the three sophomores, Logan Corman, Justin Shaw, and Jalen Johnson. Can you say much about, are they getting any looks from four-year schools right now?
Yeah, they are.
Should be.
Yep, and I think we're not now, the four-year schools are really out and about.
Okay.
I think they're starting to kind of identify their needs and stuff. And so, all three of those guys, Justin and Logan have both for most of the conference games have been in the top 10 in the scoring. Logan's been like around number 8. Justin's been 9 or 10 in the region in scoring, and Jalen's been in the top 10 in rebounding. And so, all three of those guys and stuff, we've relied heavily on them as sophomores and guys that have been through it. We have to have good games from those three, especially against like these upcoming opponents. And so, that they know that they've got to step it up for us. And then I think that's obviously going to carry over and, help them with some opportunities, after this season.
Great. And Shaw and Logan around 17 points per game. And you throw in 7 rebounds for Johnson along with twin figures in scoring. And Logan's still popping at a pretty well over 40% from tray range, huh?
Yeah, and that's always kind of a big thing. I mean, a lot of these, schools anymore, when you watch, when you watch some of these games, it seems like they're shooting threes or layups, and so, he does a nice job with it. But plus, he's also one of those guys that's, capable of putting the ball on the floor and, kind of deceptively athletic as well. And so, he's not just a catch and shoot guy and stuff. And so, but I think that, all of them will have some opportunities in different directions and stuff as we continue to go along here.
You're also getting some punch from a couple of other locals in Garrett Belcher and Shane Gons, so they seem to be fitting in well.
Both of those guys do a great job. Both of them, have a good motor for practice. I think they've made good progress and things. And it's obviously a big transition, with this region and conference, just with the size, speed, athleticism, and things
it's amazing.
Come from some of the smaller high schools and stuff. But both of those guys have done a good job and have been really good additions to our program.
Finally, Brian, how's your son Jackson doing? How's his game going?
He's doing pretty well. He got injured as well earlier this season and things, and he's back playing now. They won one of their tournaments recently, got third place 2 weekends ago in a tournament, and he really enjoys playing and with a good group of kids and stuff, and so he's having a lot of fun with it.
Good deal. So, all right, well, Brian, thanks for being with us again tonight, and have a good outing Wednesday, and we'll discuss stuff with you later on.
Sounds good. Thanks, Rep.
All right. Brian Hancock of the Kaskaskia Blue Devils basketball team. We've got the Athlete of the Week still to come, as well as Megan Kessler and her Talking Sports debut. She, of course, is the head coach of the Salem Lady Cats Hoops team. Come on back on the other side.
Companies are hiring again. That's good news. Bad news, you don't have the skills they're looking for. Kaskaskia College can fix that. KC's welding technology program can set you up with the skills industries are looking for. More good news, classes are available at KC's Trenton Center or Crisp Technology Center. Call Sean Morris at 545-3406. The demand is there, the pay is there. Where are you? Kaskaskia College, your future starts here.
When wearing contacts, you shouldn't even be able to feel them. If they're uncomfortable or feeling dry, come see us at Lebanon Optometric Center or Breeze Family Vision Center. We'll find the right contacts for you, whether it's multifocal, astigmatism, daily disposables, or hybrid lenses. Don't suffer through contacts that are just fine. We have all the major brands to choose from, and with locations in Breeze and Lebanon, if you damage or tear your contacts, we can replace them right away. Start seeing clearer today with a little help from Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center.
As a business owner, you know that every year brings new challenges and opportunities. The success of your business demands expertise and focus, and Country Financial can help you keep that focus by helping ensure you have the right insurance protection in place to meet your goals. Teresa Richards and Keith Wilkin, your Country Financial representatives in Breeze, can help you create a customized insurance plan that has coverages designed just for your business. Come see us today at our new location at 617 North Main in Breeze.
A Shell expert is underwater to demonstrate the importance of protection. My partner will play your engine, menaced by performance-robbing gunk, and playing the engine gunk, 3 man-eating sharks. Don't worry, folks. His shark cage represents Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines. Release the sharks! All 3 grades of Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines act as a barrier that helps shield and protect critical engine parts. So go ahead, folks. Protect your engine with Shell nitrogen-enriched gasolines.
Fill up at your area clean and convenient CC Food Mart locations.
I'd like to start a campaign to blow the buttons off people's radios. Is that realistic?
This is Max 96.7.
It's all realistic. Everything is real. The time is 6:38. Hopefully that accommodates you nicely. That time drop is brought to you by Breeze Furniture, Jan's Uniforms. Off we go for the Athlete of the Week.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met.
The Clinton County Prep Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Easy In Travel and Breeze. Escape to paradise with Easy In Travel and Breeze. Call 526-2201 and by Little Augie's Pizza in Breeze. The choice for pizza, pasta, and more. Call 526-7040.
Little Augie's. And our Athlete of the Week is, and she is a pure athlete, Carlisle Late Indians. This time of year, basketball player Brooklyn Smith, the junior standout, scored 41 points and snared 25 rebounds in Carlisle's 2 games against Columbia and Central last week. The Lady Indians lost both of those games, but Brooklyn, she certainly gave them a chance. She kept them in, and I know she had over 20 points in each of the games, so we salute her. Brooklyn Smith of the Carlisle Lady Indians. This is a no-brainer this week. She gets a $10 gift certificate to Little Augie's Pizza in Breeze. Enjoy. Save some for your mom. A timeout is due, and then we're back with plenty more on Talking Sports. Stay tuned as well. Our getaway guest, Megan Kessler. Hang in there.
McKendree University is a great place to continue your sports career. It's also a great place to continue your education. McKendree offers a wide range of degrees, including master's degrees in business, nursing, education, and professional counseling. If you'd like, you can access McKendree's quality education through the flexibility of online degrees. To learn more about McKendree, log on to McKendreeOnline.com or call 1-800-BEARCAT. McKendree University is ready when you are.
Southern Bus and Mobility is your Brawnability dealer in Breeze. Brawnability features the broadest lineup of wheelchair-accessible vehicles with more brands, entry types, features, and price points than any other manufacturer in the industry. See for yourself at Southern Bus and Mobility why a new or certified pre-owned wheelchair-accessible Brawnability vehicle is the only way to go. Call 526-4131 or stop by just east of Breeze on Old Route 50.
If it has been a long time since you've been to the dentist, you need to know you're not alone. For some, past experiences make it impossible to pick up the phone and call. Others are embarrassed because it has been so long. Hi, I'm Dr. Casey Santel. a general dentist from Breeze, Illinois, who sedates patients with pills. I believe in listening to our patients and finding workable solutions to problems they have without making them feel guilty or putting them down. Please call me, Dr. Casey Santel, at Breeze Dental Care at 526-2020 to schedule an appointment where sedation dentistry is an option for you to take care of your teeth without anxiety.
Are you looking for a happy dental home? Dr. Draghi and Dr. Santel are in-network providers with many insurance companies and have what you are looking for. New patients welcome and most emergencies seen immediately. Get back on the right track to good dental health with Breeze Dental Care. Call 526-2020. That's 526-2020.
Flying in the face of conventional wisdom.
There's no rules and no laws and lots of litter.
Every day.
This is Max 96.7.
Here we are, just where we want to be in the Birdwatch and Health Mart studio on a Monday night, every Monday and Wednesday, 6 to 7, Saturday mornings, 9 until 10. We're still near to that Kaskaskia interview with Coach Brian Hancock, which reminds me that the Kaskaskia College Sports Association will be holding the annual Athletic Hall of Fame ceremony Saturday, Feb 10th. It's coming up, and this year's honorees include Mike English and Darren Hill from the basketball floor, along with on the women's side, Amy Cruzy Frost and Cindy Hankey Hoffman, plus Jeff Jensen, who could slug a baseball, man, and the entire 2008-09 Blue Devils baseball team. We'll have one or two of those athletes on, as we normally do, in the next week or two. We've got basketball on the air tonight at around 7:20. It's girls action between the Wesleyan Lady Warriors and the Central Cougars from Central, which perks me up to tell you about. Well, we want to congratulate the Albers Damiansville girls basketball team. They captured the Class S state championship Saturday afternoon. Congratulations also go to Bartelzo on its third place finish. A lot of talent. That's what we want. We have a talented player and now a talented coach up next. She is Salem Lady Cats coach Megan Kessler. Stay tuned. If you're looking for Nissan quality, be sure to check out what Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan and Centralia has to offer. Munkin's has the entire field covered with a great lineup of Nissans, including Maximas, Altimas, and Sentras, SUVs and crossovers, and Titan and Frontier trucks. And you can relax when you shop Munkin's because you know you're getting the better deal every time, along with terrific service after the sale. For your Nissan, log on to Munkin1.com, or better yet, visit Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in person, Route 161 West in Centralia.
Winter has brought about change for 12 Oaks Vineyard. During the winter months, our tasting room is open by reservation only. So please gather your family and friends and call us at 594-7459 to make your reservations. 12 Oaks Vineyard wine can also be purchased at Hoffman Supermarket, Carlisle IGA, and the Columbian Club in Carlisle. 12 Oaks Vineyard at 18975 Vogel Road, just 3 miles south of Carlisle, and at 12oaksvineyard.com.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with the Klosterman Agency handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn you discounts and actually help you get ahead. Call or email me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, and get to a better state with State Farm.
Get unhungry for only $5 at your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's. Dig into the $5 All-Star Meal with 4 different meals to choose from, like the Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger and Spicy Chicken Sandwich, with natural cut fries, a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie, and a 20-ounce drink. Pick a $5 All-Star Meal today from your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's, plus the entire Red Burrito menu. Get unhungry at your Breeze and Carlisle Hardee's.
Scientists say the universe is random. Why should your radio station be any different?
You've got Max 96.7.
Hello again, everybody. Rick here in the Birdwatch and Health Mart studio. We've heard from Jeremy Bultman on scores and stuff and Brian Hancock from the KC Basketball Blue Devils. Wednesday night between 6 and 7, one of our guests is in the books. He is Salem Wildcats coach, basketball coach, Andy Fehrenbacher. And right now we go over to, the girls' side of things. The Lady Cats coach, she is Megan Kessler, and she's on the Johnson Jewelers guest line. Good evening to you, Megan, and welcome to Talking Sports.
Hey, thanks. Glad to be here.
Good to have you aboard for the first time, and you grabbed the Talking Sports mic after a win over your Marion County rivals and the Centralia Orphan Annies. That's always a good one to pocket, huh?
Yeah, it is. That's a long rivalry, but always great competition and against those Annies.
You knocked them off 47-36. It appeared that you were just reading a reporter's mostly in command, but the Orphan Annies didn't quit, and they narrowed that gap late in the contest.
They did. That's one thing, and I'll be honest, we've struggled with consistency from game to game, but also from quarter to quarter, and that's what we definitely have to address as a team. We did, command the game, but then we also had periods where the Annies, all credit to them because they didn't quit playing and they played very hard, and they made us have to work for it, and thank goodness my kids finally, we snapped out of it and started to execute our offense later in the third.
Coach Roger Stieg won't let them give up, will he?
No, we won't. And I'll tell you, much improved. We saw them in November at the Thanksgiving tournament, and I thought the kids came out and they played really hard. I think they've got a nice young squad, as do we. So I think there'll be some good games down the road.
That is right. You played them once before, so you take that series from them as of now, 2-0, and you get the win. And that was 2 days after you defeated the Westland Lady Warriors for a third time this year, and this time at Trenton.
Yeah, it's tough to play a team 3 times and come out with that win. So, I thought the kids, but once again, we had a 12-point lead with 4 minutes to go, and then they did, they're not going to quit. They're in their home court. We had a couple plays not go our way, and then we got a little loose with the ball, so ended up extending that game into overtime, and just, again, but I was proud. We lost our senior point guard with her 5th foul with a minute to go in regulation. So it was nice to see some young kids step into the lineup without her, her ball handling and her leadership, and they finished the game in overtime.
Every game between you and Westland it got closer every time, and you said you got a little turnovers. I know that was a problem against the Orphan Annies. You gave it up 20 or so times.
Yeah, we've beat we played some really good basketball. If we can keep those turnovers under 10, but unfortunately, we've been loose with it at times and not executing, making good decisions, and that's absolutely when any team's going to be in the game. One thing that we haven't done in the last 2 games, Westland or Centralia, is finish. I think we've had multiple opportunities right underneath the basket, and we're not putting the ball down. So it really can be a recipe for disaster. But thank goodness our defense is playing on the other end. But we just got to keep shooting the ball and keep looking to attack the rim, and that's a young squad for you too.
You've been in a pretty good mode, though. You've won 5 of your last 6, and I would think you're awfully proud of the way you played over the Highland Invitational, which is a sturdy event.
It is, and anytime you can get 4 games at Highland, you've got to feel good about that. This is the time of year we want to be putting things together. So we did. I thought we played very well in the Highland tournament, and that's why it was a little bit disappointing last week. But I also know the kids' legs are, we played 4 games that week. We turned around, we had 3 this week, so that was our 3rd game last week with the Annies. So a lot of basketball, and I know the kids are tired.
That's a bunch, and the only game you lost over there was to the Hornets from Nashville, and that was a 3-point decision. Of course, Nashville's a good club year in and year out, but then you took off after that as you mowed down 3 in a row over Westland and Carlisle here, and then finally Belleville West. So you chalked up a big team too.
We did. It was, we gave one away. Well, we didn't give one away, but I think Carlisle played well, and we made some poor decisions at Carlisle. So it was nice to see them that 3rd time and, kind of put things back together, because I don't think we played our best basketball at their place. And then Belleville West, once again, that was a team, good basketball team. They're athletic, they're quick. We took care of the ball, and we defended very well inside. And that's how you win basketball games. So it's just a matter of being consistent with that is what we have to do.
So you won 2 out of 3 from Carlisle. It jolted my memory there, Megan. I was at the game here when you came into Carlisle in Harris Gymnasium, and I know you didn't. Carlisle spilled you by 4, and it probably came as a little surprise only because, I mean, you were way up. I bet it was 18-4,
Yeah,
18-6, wasn't it?
I believe
I shouldn't. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought that up, huh?
Right, I think it was like 22-4.
Yeah, you are right. It was 22-4.
Pretty sure we blew an 18-point lead.
That is right.
So, but the Lady Indians, they played hard too.
Sure did.
That was, once again, it was not take care of the ball, don't finish inside, and then we got a little slow on the inside and gave up too much. Didn't have a very strong help side really, and they got loose on the inside. So yeah, it was not our finest game by any means, but it was nice to come back and see them that third time and put it together.
We won't dwell anymore on that, And by the way, speaking of animation, you get animated on those sidelines too, which is okay. That's fine.
Yeah,
gotta have some of that, right?
Yes, and I'll say I'm pretty competitive. I
know.
I came from this program. I played in this program and coached with both Coach Holtz, Janet, and Scott, and just the biggest thing is kids got to work hard and stay focused. And they're still learning. We do. And 20 of my kids, 11 of them are freshmen, so that are brand new. So it's a constant reminder of what they need to be doing all the time. But I think they're responding well, and like I said, at times we can play really good basketball. It's just being consistent with that.
But you're not kidding. You could you could hoop it up, and one or two of those teams in particular was really, really terrific over at Salem during those days, during your days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, traditionally, that's a program that defense is very fundamental to our program and executing. So that's something that I think we always bring to the floor is pressure basketball from end to end and try to get out and be quick. And that's just the style of game I'm used to, and that's what we like to do and teach.
This is your second as head coach now, right, Megan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I played many years ago.
No, it wasn't many years ago. Not really.
Oh, it was. It's nearing 20.
I have many years ago. You have a few years ago.
Yeah, and then I coached with Janet for 9 years. And
right.
I stepped away a little bit, and then I came back in her final season, and then I've been the head coach for the last 2 years.
And it's working out. And for this season in particular, now if I have this right, you're at 14-12 overall, 4-3 in the Hokie Conference, and you have 3 key league games still to play. You could get up. You could finish second, right?
We do, yeah. 3 games left in the season. We have yet to see Freeburg. They're going to come to our place tomorrow night. We're going to host the Pink Out game. So hopefully it's a good crowd, a great atmosphere. And, we go 3-0 over the next week. We can secure second place. And if we split with Freeburg, we could be in a tie. And if we drop all 3 of them, we can end up in 4th place. So, we have to be focused and prepared over the next week, or we can really...
A lot of options, huh?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, Freeburg, that's that was snowed or iced out or something like that. And Columbia, you're 1-0 against them. The chances there, definitely.
Yeah, they are. I know Columbia, I've been watching scores, though. I know they're playing well. We caught them. They were our opening game of they were our second game of conference play. And I know, just as anybody, they're playing their better basketball now than they were in the beginning of December. So we have to elevate our game, too.
Central is just mighty, mighty, mighty good, aren't they? And they showed that again up at Highland by taking second place to the O'Fallon Lady Panthers.
Yeah, they are. Great kids. They're very disciplined. Love to have the size, strength, and speed are just tough
Those
to match
are good
up
assets,
against them.
huh?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Are you happy with the move to the Cahokia Conference? We always have Scott Stewart on for scores and stuff and more, and your coach Fehrenbacher, time or two a year, and of course back to football too. But I think it's a good fit for Salem and for the rest of the conference myself.
I do. I definitely think it is. Those schools in the Apollo, they're tough. Our enrollment has been dropping over the years. We're as small as we've ever been. And, it's tough to sustain those programs with just as few kids that we do have. And I think this is just a lot more competitive for us. And I'll tell you what, it beats the heck out of getting home at midnight.
Very true.
Sometimes even after for girls' side, Monday and Thursday, we're always on a school night when we were traveling in Apollo. And so it's been nice. We've even had the chance to get some supper in us before we've left for road games, which is nice. Some of those games we were stopping halfway and grabbing Subway just because we left before school even got out. So it's been a nice move. It is.
And they even expanded or they're en route to expanding by a team or two, right? Also further north. So Mahomet Seymour, are they one of them?
Mahomet Seymour, and they've even added Lincoln.
Okay. Lincoln.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. So, I think you're in a good situation. And this young club, just 3 seniors, right, Megan?
Yep, 3 seniors.
But it's going to grow right into the conference. And the lineup has been pretty steady, though, for you. And you have one freshman who's really showed up, hasn't she?
Yeah, Chloe Harness has really stepped up and competed. That's one thing. My freshman group, they're great. They're a great group. They do work hard. It's just the physical aspect of the game that limits them. It's bigger, faster, stronger, but that's one thing that hasn't phased Chloe. Chloe can get in there and bang with the big kids inside, but yet she's also a great on-ball defender out against a smaller guard. She moves her feet well, and then she's long and can cover those long shots too. So she's very much a utility player. And over the year, I don't know, by the time she graduates, we've got her down low right now, but she certainly can play with her face to the basket. So it's nice to have those options with her over the next 3 years.
But you've got some scoring ability out of her and others too, so that's great. And we'll see how this carries out the rest of the way. I mean, it's really coming quick now. The second season, the all-important the part of the schedule, playoffs are all but here.
I believe Wednesday. Let's see. Scores are due, so we should have seeds out, or we'll seed it on Wednesday, and they should be out Thursday. So postseason matchups will be there just by the end of the week.
Yeah, it all comes fast, doesn't it? So who do you have next now? You have Freeburg tomorrow.
We'll have Freeburg tomorrow night. Senior night is this Thursday against Columbia. We will see. And then the following Monday, we will go to Freeburg. And then we do unfortunately, with our schedule, we do not have a game until the following week in postseason. So 3 left to play and 3 big conference games in that.
Practice, Megan, right?
Right. That is. It's my favorite. I'm certain the kids wouldn't say that. But.
Hey, are you watching somebody tonight? Or in between watching someone else play? Some little ones?
I finished. We got out of practice about 10 till 6, and my daughter is a first grader over here in Salem. So then I went to first grade practice. So that was quite the transition from varsity basketball to first grade practice. But I guess it's a labor of love.
You're a pro. All right, Megan, we appreciate you coming on, and good luck to you the rest of the season, okay? But thanks for making an appearance here on Talking Sports. I blew it last year. I just messed up. It happens.
That's all right. Hey, I messed up a lot, too.
All right.
All right, thanks for having me.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Megan Kessler of the Salem Lady Cats. Thanks to Megan and also to Brian Hancock, Jeremy Boltman, too. Tomorrow, of course, check out my Facebook timeline between 4 and 4:30, somewhere in that area, for the next Brett's Wildlife Talking Sports poll. It's going to be a Jim Dandy. It's going to be a good one. We've got a lot of good ones and some clunkers once in a while. Hey, if it weren't for the ugly girls, you'd never appreciate the pretty girls. So just check it out. It's all going to be there. It's all going to be good, and we'll love to get your responses as always. Check in and light us up. All right. Wednesday night, it's Andy Fehrenbacher and more. Basketball coming up here. That's Talking Sports. We'll see you Wednesday. This is Talking Sports, real sports talk on Max 96.7 Wcxo.
Talkin' Sports on Max 96.7 was powered by Brett's Wildlife Lodge and Winery in Carlisle. Talkin' Sports was brought to you by Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in Centralia. Kaskaskia College. The future's yours at Kaskaskia College. Emin Insurance Agency in Carlisle.
Farmers State Bank of Hoffman, Central City, and Hoyleton.